You know, it's been a while since we read an article together on this channel. You know, reading is hard. I don't like it. You don't like it. People who read for fun need to be institutionalized. I don't know why I started the video like that. It's okay if you like to read. I really don't know why I said that. But a viewer named Silver Fox sent this article over to me in the DMs not too long ago. If you have stuff you want me to read, you can DM it to me on Twitter, or you can DM it to me on Discord. You can get into discord.gg/doofus, shameless plug of the Discord. I'm just getting all this out of the way early because we're going to read through this article together, and it's atrocious. And I'm so glad that I waited to record this until after the state of play, because they could have turned things around there, you know. They could have said some stuff that made me be like, okay, you know, maybe this article has some legitimacy to it. Now, the article was published on February 1st, so like, you know, things can change very quickly. And then the state of play came by, and Sony proudly put Days Gone Remastered on the screen. So yeah, nothing's changing. But this is a reader's feature from metro.co.uk, so you know the takes are going to be absolutely terrible because this is a website with terrible takes, and this is a reader's feature of a reader of the website with bad takes. So strap in with a seatbelt. Get your aunt on the phone and tell her that you're strapped in. I don't know why I said that either. Okay, the article is called Why I Think Sony Needs to Stop Releasing PS5 Games on PC. I have been watching with detached interest the reports about Xbox this week, about it being the biggest games company in the world, about how Call of Duty has done little or nothing to improve Game Pass subscription numbers, and how more Xbox exclusives are now coming to PlayStation 5. For someone with such detached interest, you sure do know a lot about the situation. Like, why'd you even say you have detached interest if you're clearly very interested and very invested? Like, you can erase this whole paragraph and just be like, I'm a fanboy lol, and then we'll just keep going after that. That's all we needed to know. I don't own an Xbox and haven't since the Xbox 360 era, so none of this affects me, but it is strange to see what used to be the PlayStation's arch rival essentially go third party. Third party like PlayStation. PlayStation and Xbox are both third party, it's just Xbox is more blatant about it, and frankly more pro-consumer about it. Xbox has acknowledged that their hardware is not selling, so they are going to make buckets and buckets of money off of their software. This is smart. And with Sony charging more than ever for less than ever in return, they might want to be taking notes for the future. Because while Microsoft's third-party strategy is endlessly sustainable, Sony's is not, no matter how you want to look at this. Going third-party is an inherently good thing, especially for the gamers who really shouldn't be caring this much about this. We really should not be caring so much about what corporations are doing and what corporations feel about the art they're holding hostage until someone gives them enough monopoly dollars. Like, it's fucking stupid. Put all the games on all the platforms, and if the corporations want to have fucking dick measuring contests, they can do it with the platforms themselves and not other people's art. You want more people to buy the PlayStation? Make the PlayStation more appealing. End of story. That's where this should stop. As most sensible PlayStation owners will tell you, Sony needs strong opposition to keep them in check. Without it, any company that ends up with a monopoly, just look at Nintendo during the NES era, will become anti-consumer no matter what good intentions they had when they were challenging the previous incumbent. I love this. Sony needs strong opposition to keep them in check. Yeah, that's supposed to be you. You're supposed to stop giving them money. You're supposed to go somewhere else. There is opposition. It's called the PC. It's called the Xbox. Those are the two opposing, platform forces to PlayStation, and if PlayStation doesn't have anything to offer you over them, why do you keep giving PlayStation money? Your premise is already broken. You just said Nintendo became a monopoly during the NES era and became anti-consumer. You're referring to Nintendo's monopoly in the past tense, so it's not there anymore. I wonder what happened. Oh yes, people stopped buying the console and went to play their games somewhere else. We call this the Wii U era. Nintendo was trying to convince you that they were better for HD, good hardcore gaming than the other guys, and the other guys were like, are you fucking serious? No. And all at the same time, Nintendo was trying to be like, look, we are the most wonderful family-friendly console, and all the people who are invested in wonderful family-friendly consoles were like, wait, so why would I upgrade from the Wii, which I already have? You're not giving me a reason to. Nintendo stopped doing things people liked, and no one bought the platform. You see how that's different from a lot of modern PlayStation fanboys and the modern PlayStation base, where the base will often just openly acknowledge that they don't like something about the platform, but then keep buying it and keep paying for it? I guess this is all just a long way to say that your premise here is just dumb. It's just dumb the way you're laying all this out. And also, just makes it even funnier that you say in the beginning that you've been watching with detached interest. Like, ugh. I'm not like paying that much attention, but you know, very long, elaborate reasons as to why I've been paying very close attention. Bro, you're allowed to say you care. We're gonna make fun of you for it because it's dumb why you care, but you're allowed to say you care. Moving on. Every gamer knows that the bedrock of any format is its exclusive games. Full stop. No, it's not. My evidence, the PC, where the vast majority of games being bought and played are multi-platform, and yet it is the biggest gaming platform in the world. I wonder why that is. I wonder if there are ways that a platform can be more appealing than a different platform other than the exact pieces of software on it. That is the primary reason why you buy a console. Removing that makes the Xbox completely irrelevant to most people, because why invest in a format that has no exclusives when that means missing out on one that does? Easy. Skill issue. Stop caring. Like, seriously, stop caring so much about playing games immediately upon them releasing. Like, I just don't believe any game is that important. Wait for a port. What are you doing? More than ever, exclusives are vital to PlayStation, and that's why I think they should abandon the PC. So you're really worried about PlayStation becoming anti-consumer due to the lack of competition, but you don't think they should keep putting the games on PC, which would provide them platform competition for their own games. Are you stupid? Who the fuck at metro.co.uk read this and was like, yeah, that makes sense? Who the fuck? Where's the filter here? You open things up by saying that it's a bad thing for Sony to become anti-consumer due to a lack of competition, that you say you don't want that to happen, but then you immediately afterwards say they should stop doing the thing that welcomes competition, releasing the games on other platforms. What are you saying? That makes no sense. I'm not going to go over all the things Sony has been doing wrong this generation. We all know what they've been like. But I think that, even more than the problem of not enough games, the biggest issue is their refusal to explain or communicate what they're trying to do. Maybe there's a good reason why they've released hardly anything in the last 2 years, but we can only guess because they never tell us. It's incredibly obvious. They're taking too long to make games because people kept giving them money for super expensive cinematic games, so now they're spending more time and money than ever on super expensive cinematic games, because you fuckers have proven that they can just get immediate praise and like insane sales with anything that has a camera over the character's right shoulder and you can see their sweat glands, and then they change nothing about their behavior and you keep supporting it. Like, you did this. Microsoft didn't do this. You did this. The PC didn't do this. You did this. I love this. Sony just gets non-stop glazed by you people for a decade straight, and you just immediately dismiss anything any other company does because it's not Sony. For a decade straight you've been doing that, and now you're like, man, why is Sony so complacent? Man, why has Sony's effort gotten so low? I wonder who this door is for. It's you. You did this. You don't get to start blaming other people now. You did this. This was all your fan base's doing. If you want them to stop supporting it. This isn't hard. Likewise, they never said why they started porting PlayStation 5 games to the PC, even though it seems on the face of it to be a very bad idea. They just started a few years ago. I think the first one was Horizon Zero Dawn, and that was it. No explanation, no discussion, no obvious... Wait a minute. Hey, Horizon Zero Dawn wasn't a PlayStation 5 game. What? Again, who does the proofreading at metro.co.uk? Who reads all the reader submissions and like okays them? Obviously they'll make more money from selling them, but okay, then that's the reason. I can't see a reason why they were doing this. Obviously they'll make more money. Oh my... But most of the games have been a flop, until Dawn and Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered somehow managed to sell even less than Concord, while The Last of Us did very poorly, and I read today that Marvel Spider-Man 2 has also had a very weak start. Okay, her Until Dawn sold like garbage on console and PC. You don't get to wash your hands of that. Both platforms didn't buy it because neither platform wanted it. Gee, it's almost like the problem is Sony doing things people don't want them to do. It's almost like that is actually the problem. The Last of Us did very poorly. Not true, actually. The Last of Us had a disastrous launch, technically, but sales-wise, it was very successful. And I read today that Marvel Spider-Man 2 has also had a very weak start because the marketing was garbage. They didn't market this game at all. You couldn't even pre-order the game until the day before, and then it had a terrible launch. So you didn't lock in initial sales, and then you released a broken game that nobody would want to buy, at least until not for several months, until after it's fixed and has been proven to be fixed by like on a wide scale. Again, this is Sony's fault. Everything you are describing as like a problem with the situation, it's because Sony did something dumb and you won't point it out. Also, what about all the PlayStation PC games that have done phenomenally? You mentioned Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 1 sold incredibly on the PC. God of War sold incredibly on the PC. Helldivers 2 was carried by the PC. Ghost of Tsushima did very well just last year on the PC, and that was in the midst of the PSN controversy. It still did really well. It's almost like the problem is not that people don't buy the games and the games can't be successful. It's almost like the problem is Sony keeps doing things people don't want them to do, so naturally, they won't give them money to do it. Oh my lord. So making money is clearly not working out as a reason for doing it. Every time they do something the PC community wants them to do, they make gangbusters off of it. Every single time. I'm starting to lose my mind. The big exception is Helldivers 2, but if Sony wants to release all their live service titles on PC, that's fine. I don't care about that. What I do care about is their proper games being released on PC. Each game that loses its exclusivity is one more reason not to buy a PlayStation 5, and I'm not sure why Sony don't see this. So one of the biggest selling first-party games of the PS5 generation so far, Helldivers 2, that game selling extremely, extremely well on the console. I don't care about that. I don't care about this obvious example of a first-party game being released on two platforms at the same time and selling tremendously well on both platforms at the same time. I don't care about that. I care about the other ones, where that might not happen. There have been some hints that they're beginning to rethink, but until they say something, fat chance, or I see a change in policy, I'm going to assume not. Maybe Sony is happy to turn into a third-party publisher like Microsoft. I assume not, but if that's the case, they are undermining the most important selling point of their console for no financial gain. Yes, guys, more money off of people who were never going to buy your platform, making money off of them instead of not making money off of them, no financial gain to that. No financial gain. We went from $0 to more than $0 off of this community of people, but there's no financial gain to that. Shut it down. It all sucks. It doesn't matter if it's a minor game that nobody cares about, like Until Dawn. Oh, so now you remember that it didn't sell well because no one cared. So now that's relevant. It's still one less exclusive for the console and another game having its name being dragged through the dirt. Why would a game be dragged through the dirt because it's going to PC? I wonder which community of gamers is doing that. Oh man, these games get their names dragged through the dirt if they go to PC. I wonder who drags them through the dirt when they go to PC. I wonder if that's actually your community, not mine. Again, who the fuck is this door for? I like consoles. I don't want to buy a PC and have to worry about upgrades and compatibility and driver updates. I want to turn on my console, select my game, and that's it. Like, again, that's fucking fine if you want that. That's fine if that's the experience you want. It's fine if that's why you're buying a console. So tell me, my friend, why do the exclusive games matter at all if you admit at the end of the article it's not actually about that to you? Is it about the experience or is it about the exclusive list? You have to pick one. That is the experience that has made PlayStation such a success for the last 3 decades. And I do not understand why they are throwing it away for absolutely no reason. Again, Metro editor, where the fuck are you right now? Where are you? I do take some solace in the fact that Metro's reader base is not buying into this. I screenshot a couple comments I liked. Ty McDick, that's how I'm reading your name, says, I'm curious how locking the games to PS5 would bring PC players over because of their interest in PS5 games, yet simultaneously the games are allegedly flopping on PC because PC gamers have no interest in PS5 games. Exactly. You can't have both of these arguments at the same time. Either PC gamers are going to be enticed by the PS5 games, or PC gamers don't care about the PS5 games, stop porting them. It's one or the other. And you're allowed to say it's a game-by-game basis, because I would argue that's true. That's kind of the whole point I've been making. It is a game-by-game basis, and it's a situation-by-situation basis in terms of how you're going to respect the consumer. But making both of these blanket statements at the same time, like you have been doing in this article, is stupid and unhelpful. Tim says, I don't get it. You say the primary reason for buying a console is the exclusive games, but then you don't want a PC because you want the console experience, in which case your primary reason for buying a console is like other people, because you want the console. Exactly. Just say that, and we won't make fun of you for being a big stupid poopy head, which is what you're being right now. My goodness. My goodness. This sucked. This really sucked. But you know what doesn't suck? The Doofus Club for 99 cents a month. I give you into the shoutouts and you get the emojis. I don't know why I turned Italian. I don't know why I'm doing so many of the things I'm doing today. I'm so sorry. You just have to fucking live with me. Okay, I'm going to the Doofus Club shoutouts now. Ultimate Jack, Epiun504, EK, Anurag Gupta, Binary Deviant, Zombie Fan. If you read this, you gay. Klepto Penguin, Furry Raptor 1, Stoico, Partial Mean 8, Wild Gamer 3001, GWXSS, Frito Sandwich, Doom Kaiju, Rest with the Wolf, Evan Coast, Sad Euphrator, OK Toodles, Tech Gaming, Jungle Zone, Slim Jim, Carlos Josue Hernandez, Jeremy Lowe, Really Zeri, Gaming with Dead People, Bender Fondue, All Games Video, Mad Rocks 2682, Neon Alec, Max Killer V2 Gaming, Biscuit 1101, Firestorm 2056, Yoxer, Horizon Forbidden West Remastered, Pope Raphael the Rat King, Jessica Shepard, Joe, I'm sorry, I'm buying a MacBook and an iPhone, Blast 1314, Riki Tiki, Riki Spiral, Riki Tiki Tabby, and Omega Muskie, Techmanics, I forgot to cancel, now I can't buy House, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, Screw Me the Steel Angel, Keep on Doofing, Smash Jump, Sergeant Jason Bond, Baron Von Vodderholm, the Silver Dragon, Change my name to help Joe pad his run, Tame Cyrus, I forgot to cancel, and now I can't afford a motorcycle. True Texan 940 says Nakagi, Joe, what was my last name? You remembered, right? Nope. Hinoka's #1 Saudi fan, Creed Warrior 23, Max Chev, the chat Morse code, Totally Insane, Vendetta Autry, Black Cobra, Venon Vorlov, Voxalto, the Knight of Cypher, Knight of Cypher, Cloaked Onyx, Ninox, Reborn Me with the fan art, Nix, ML04, I own 6 copies of 2006 on Blu-ray, What the fan art, Joe from Seattle's Fursuit Dealer, Wolf of Midnight, Stick Rider, The Cunt Connoisseur, Pig Venus, Kev Dog 1992, Steve Wynn Studios, Film Crack and the Beastums, Gaming, Tariq Brown, Tom from Spokane, Hero Culture, Days Gone Remaster, I told y'all, now suck it, Joe from Seattle has a really big peen, Thorn Skade, Maganect, Ex Machina Gamma, Severin Evans, Mr. Spawning 03, It's the Catalina Figure Wine, Mixer Pow Pow, Y Double, Donnie Weston, Nick Donegan, Gob Gobson, Rogue Winter 919, Bobby Hinner, Doug Nixie, you brought it back, yes, Grimsy, Greshker, Zen Shikievich, Hangman for Hire, Neld, Nun, the new Edge Knight 1789, Frost Crystal, Jimmy Chops, Biogenesis, yeah, Camso, Eden Action, Poppy Pingus 97, Michael Musial, Kishka, Discovery Skull, Ghost Ho, Ryusagi, DeJojo 6, Vasco from Tango Raptor Tim, Steph 94, Mr. Self Destruct, Blue Hook, Joey Masters Videos, faster than Sony does games, 15,000 wasps in the trench coat, waiting outside, here I go, out my door to the wasp, oh my god, that stung me, Snorlax, and I love my 1 terabyte OLED Steam Deck, Jody Breeze, the Almond God, JTEX Doom Gameplay, Demetrius Papa Giorno, make advertisement, Diogo Garcia, hey, it's Maddie, Gibbikins, Boofner, I American 80, Rebel Blood 80, Antoine Horton, Joe Blake, Discord right now, PS You're Afraid, Console Sims, Tears, Henfire, RDR2 is go to change my mind, Justin Mab, Rand Roy, 20 Wayne, The Highlander was a documentary, Extreme Wolf 7, Joey Scoops, Puddin' Tane, Joe Taku, I'm the Decoy from JTech TV's Doom Video Help, Jigga Geek Star got 5090, and he's gonna slap Griffin with it, Wannabe Hobo, Jidge, Westa at Remastered, wait, Westa R, registered trademark remastered, Billet 310 Char, Rob C, Veg, the Groovy Banana Curtain, Alan Spack, the Scrum Master, everyone above me is a doofus. Whew, I think that's a record for how fast I've done it now. I think that's a speed record. That was a speed run. Okay, that was a 100% speed run. Toodles.